So boom, what is up you guys? This is Mick with Fresh from the Flea, and I'm bringing you guys my top 10 favorite finds at the thrift. And before I get into this, I want to say Happy New Year to you guys. Man, this whole year was just a crazy experience for me. Even the year before that, it's just growth period. Going to the thrifts, filming, and, feeling it out. Like I said, I'm just having fun doing what I do. So number 10 is this bootleg Chanel that I did pick out at the local thrift. I believe it was $1.99. And from the collar itself, as you guys can see in the picture right here, is that the collar was thinner, the tag was just right there in the back like that. It did say like Chanel Boutique. I did check it out, and it was like a women's tee. It did fit like a medium in men's, but it was very thin on the neckline. What's crazy is I did sell it at round 2, and I did get 50 bucks for it. So it's crazy coming up on a $1.99 item and just selling off right there. Now to that, number 9 is the 80s bootleg Gucci Crewneck. Man, in a crazy colorway too. I don't know if you guys remember, but boom, there's the picture right there. It is like this turquoise colorway, and the print looks amazing with the cracking going through it, because I saw the older tag in there, the Hanes older tag 80s immediately. And again, this is the thrift that staples the tags. I had to check it immediately for any damage, but luckily they stapled it in the right spot. Man, for that item, I believe it was either $4.99 or $3.99, and I did come out of there with an $80 piece. I did sell that around 2 in one of the classic videos, and that was awesome, man. Selling sessions. Onto that, number 8, you guys, the Chanel 80s duffel bag, and it was insane because I didn't know it was real. I still have it, by the way, and I've already taken out, like, I use it as luggage or whatever, but that was crazy. Picked it up for 20 bucks. I saw a medallion on it, you guys can see in the picture right there, and immediately I saw the quilted pattern on the leather. And when I was walking away with it, that's when I started smelling the leather, and I was like, what the heck? So I found out it was all made of calfskin. Just an insane piece coming from the thrift. The reason why also I had doubts was because the better stuff that the thrift store usually has is in the back of the counter. This is why I always say check, 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 because from the hands of the thrift store like this, there's usually things that slip by. They slip by them, they don't know, they believe it's fake, or they don't know what to do, they don't know how to legit check it. So I said, always learn the tags, learn the stitching, and it'll help you out in the end. And luckily it helped me out. I've gotten numerous offers, numerous people asking about it, and I'm holding on to it for now, but again, never know when I'm gonna sell. Now to that, number 7 in the mix right here. So 1992 Malcolm X long sleeve, again 40 Acres and a Mule, Spike Lee, Denzel Washington. I don't know if you guys know the movie. So it's got the front print amazing, and the American flag with the X like that. Flip it around, it does have the quote, does say, I see America through the eyes of a victim. I don't see an American dream, I see an American nightmare. Malcolm X, and it's quoted there. That is an amazing piece coming up at the thrift. And by the way, that thrift store had just opened, I believe, a week before, and I missed the opening, and I was kind of bumming out. I remember I heard a bunch of people, coming up a little bit here and there, and nothing like this. And this is why I love the idea. Is like it's a roll of the dice, you guys. It's a roll of the dice going to the thrift, because you don't know what's coming out with what just left, what's coming out again, and this is what just keeps me going. This is why I love doing what I do. So this one did sell, and that one sold for 60 bucks at round 2, again in the classic video where I was like featured in their video. And also with that, I just wanted to add this in there. That's literally the day that I sold the Judas Priest shirt, and I believe it was from 1983, and that one came from a thrift store. I did pay a $3.99 for it, and that one sold for 100 bucks, that Judas Priest tee. Yeah, you guys, number 6, it is the bootleg Louis Vuitton monogram print fanny pack with the older patch right on the front. Now this one I believe is from the early 90s or late 80s. It's a complete bootleg. You can see it, make and material is definitely fake, but like I said, this is the same one that Kendall Jenner was seen rocking so many times, to the point where people started getting suspicious if it was real or not, because they never seen it before. And the fact that is, Louis Vuitton never made one in the classic pouch like everyone used to rock back in the day. So when I did find it, I knew I had to pick it up. I did scoop it up so it was $12.99, and because of the little discount of the day, I only paid 8 bucks. So onto that, number 5, Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield on a jerseys tee, you guys, on a jerseys tee. Okay, the Sound and the Fury, which is commonly and widely known as the bite fight. I don't know if you guys remember. Mike Tyson took a bite out of the competition, and it wasn't very professional on his part, but it is a a reoccurring dream and nightmare to me. I remember the fight very vividly because, you know, I was young at the time, but it was such a shock. So when I went to Las Vegas just recently, I wore the tee around because I did stay at MGM. You know, I was like, you know, living the memories. And literally Mike Tyson has his like show going on as we speak. And it's him talking about his whole life and his stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if he cries on stage, but you know, it's a heartfelt, touching thing. And somebody did come up to me, one of the workers there who was working at the time, and he said that a lot of the high rollers in the area, they just weren't coming to Las Vegas anymore at that time. I remember that's what the guy said to me. I was a little woo, you know what I'm talking about, because it's Vegas, but it was funny nonetheless. But it's a crazy piece to come up on. The condition's insane, and it fit me. And that's what a lot of these pieces, they fit me, and it's so sad because I want to keep them. Now onto that, number 4, you guys. So this one was a Black Friday come up, and it was just incredible because I showed up late. It was Black Friday, and then right literally in the women's section, by the way, another come up. So this off-white tee was like a maroon red. I show the picture right there, and I took a bunch of pictures. I was freaking out the moment I saw it. My mind couldn't wrap around that it was real. Did the legit checking, and it was insanely real. The inside tags. The only thing that I had with it was there was this kind of staining right at the front. It looks like bleach had touched it. So it was a very light, like the pictures I took to sell it, which it did sell. It sold for about $90. Oh, you know, that was another thing. And again, I picked it up for, so it was Black Friday, so it's a 50% off sale. So it's $1.99, so $2.49 in half. So $1.25. And then I sold it for $90. Again, this is what it's all about. So you guys, number 3, you guys, the Michael Jordan champion jersey Grail. And I came up on this one at the Thrift. I believe it was $3.99. From the pictures, it looks great. I remember I got a bunch of likes on it, but in person, it just freaked me out. What made me freak out was the condition. The condition looked like it had been in storage, not touched, safe. Nobody wore it, okay? There was no cracking. There's no cracking on the numbers, the logos, nothing. The champion patch looks clean. Even the little embroidered NBA logo looks clean. The back looks clean. You can tell the only thing of the age is actually the cleaning tag and or the maker tag on the inside of the champion tag. So the champion tag kind of hangs right here. Well, there's another tag there, and that's where you can see the age on it. I thought that was just amazing, the fact that I found it for $3.99. Again, I was like, who's pricing these? So I came up at thrift stores where sometimes I believe that the prices weren't correct. Like, whoever did it didn't know about jerseys or didn't care too much about jerseys. Because you think about it, they have hundreds of items coming through daily, and you know, they're just trying to get them out there. And luckily for me, it was a come up. So number 2, you guys, I picked this one up literally early in the year. This was literally my 2017 find. It was incredible. You guys see the picture right now. It is a vintage Guess stripes. You guys already know about the stripes, man. People are be freaking out about that stuff. And this one was a pink colorway for it. And I remember a lot of people were like, man, you could have came up on any type of colorway and you came up on this. And I remember a lot of people were commenting like, you know, people were downplaying it because it was like, oh, it's a size small, you know, it's, you know, no big money there. That means they just weren't knowledgeable. That's the thing. Each one has a different tag. Now, if you know the tags, you know what year. Because Guess had this whole falling out. I don't know if you guys remember. A lot of people don't remember because they're all about whatever is now. They don't understand the history of what Guess was actually dealing with. There was a lot of gray market stuff going on, if you guys know, if you guys even remember. Classic movie, I remember, you guys, Menace to Society, right? That is an insane movie, and it's got the Guess stripes right in the beginning, you know, in the liquor store scene. There's the black and brown colorway going down. Everyone, that's a grail to a lot of people, and it is a grail. I mean, I haven't came up on stripes in so long. It's been the entire year. The only things I came up on were 2 more pieces. Was a crew neck and a red long sleeve. And both of those are gone for the collection. So is this one. Again, going back to the big money aspect of this, is that this tee for $1.99 sold for $150 at round 2. Luckily, I got Sean. He checked it out. The condition was incredible on it, and I got $150 right on the spot. So this one was a hard one to come up with. Number 1. What do you guys think number 1 is? Whew. Okay, so this is the vintage Versace Sunglasses. The Mod 424s in the tortoise colorway, I picked them up for $5.99, and the comps go for upwards 400 plus, 500 plus. I've seen some of them going for $1,000. Now, if you guys know where these sunglasses actually are kind of famous for, 90s hip-hop era. Again, this is funny, no pun intended, kind of no pun intended, but they are notorious for being Biggie's sunglasses. Christopher Wallace in the mix, you guys. Rest in peace. The Mod 424s, just insane. The make and everything too, because there's a lot of different ones out there. And consider they're like unisex. Again, when I went to Las Vegas, I wore them there, I rocked them there. Kind of fitting, you know, it's very fitting, very huge, you know, in the front. It's got the sides, it's got the Medusa heads, and that's what the whole thing makes it up. It's so elegant, it's so just sick, dope. These are the things, like, it's like year by year, month by month, yeah, finds after finds. It's kind of like you get to this point where it's just like, I'm not surprised, right? A lot of people would be like, what? You found Supreme, you found it? You find all these hype finds, and that's one thing. Or the newer finds, great, really great. These older ones, it's almost like, where have you been this whole time? What was your journey to get to this moment, to get to where I'm literally opening the rack and you're right there? What was your journey? What was it like? This is what boggles my mind. This is what keeps me going, though. This is why it is awesome. And I love the fact that you guys are here with me to experience all of the finds. I want to thank you guys for watching. It was an awesome, awesome, nostalgic memory of going back to the finds and going to... it was hard to find my top 10. There were so many finds that I were just blown away this whole year. And this year was really great for me. It was really good. I'm glad you guys are here with me, sticking by me through my good and bad decisions. That's what it's all about. And also remember, I'm bringing out a new video again, top 10 flea market finds. I know you guys love the flea market. I want to talk to you about my top 10 finds of there, so keep in mind with that. I must slow this one down for you guys. So hit that sub button because more videos are coming. This was Mick from Fresh from the Flea.